and welcome to the From 9. Tonight's video, as you've read from the description, is a video about a teardown of this. But first I must note something about Poundland batteries, or 99p stores as they call them. I can't remember the name. There's a certain one going absolutely crazy, doing bloody brilliantly in the regime. This is in Zoom. See all that little black blobby shit? That is remnants of battery. Look up here, you've got the 3 button cells from the laser pen. Well, you see that one? That's not looking quite right, is it? Well, I'll show you. When I got back from doing the thing between going to Cisco and coming back from main classes, I came across this. Well, first of all I noticed that this battery was missing from the side when retrieving my hard drive. Because I was going to get a copy of MATLAB. And then, while I threw my bag on my bed, I noticed something on my bed. Well, I saw this. The top half of the battery is kind of grey, like gunpowdery look-alike stuff in the bottom there. Get that hair out of my mouth. And discovered this was on my bed, which worried me a bit. How the hell did it get over there? With the debris and eventually scouring the area, it turns out this thing was bulging badly anyway. That the thing literally exploded on the thing there. The top part flew across the room and landed in my bed. This bit went under the function generator. And you know what? I did absolutely nothing to this except put it on the shelf up there, waiting for correct disposal. So once again, this proves that, well, modern, cheap, Chinese electronics are incredibly dangerous. Thankfully, this didn't explode in such a way that it caused a fire or any damage, but I have got remnants of battery chemistry all over my desk, so I need to get the Hoover on that, which is really nice because I don't just work off this desk, I also eat off it. So that needs clearing up. I shall probably do that tonight. So yeah, Poundland button cell batteries, avoid because they seem to have a habit of spontaneously exploding, literally, for no real reason whatsoever. I wonder if it's possible to get any form of refund or compensation for that. There's also bits of battery chemistry shit on the shelf it's sitting on. Back onto the main subject of the video, before we went rambling on about how bad Chinese batteries are dangerous, and another bit of proof to the thing of, well, Chinese manufacturing being crap. We have a teardown of this to do. Now recently the actual screws inside finally gave up the ghost. This is a bit poorly thanks to a battery acid leak in there. So this is kind of an ongoing project waiting for restoration. Of course I can only restore it as and when I get time. So first we unscrew the aerial because this is a 1995 device which supports computer communications. It was manufactured in April 1995. The manufacturer location 01. So somewhere is a factory called 01 is there. I'd imagine just be a factory code. And then you got the FCC rules bullshit. Product contains FCC ID about spread spectrum radios, serial numbers, model numbers. This is a PTC 960. Various US patents. So the first thing we do is we remove my custom electrical tape that pretty much holds this thing together. You'll be pleased to know that this thing wasn't expensive. Well, if it was expensive I wouldn't have got it. Although there is one thing that I do want to get that's expensive. Cisco gear. I'm currently on the hunt for Cisco gear because that'll benefit my Cisco course. It's worth spending money on your course. So yeah, do that. You would normally undo these screws, but well, lovely time has ravaged. Do you have your sort of keyboard, which is like rubber membrane calculator type? So not great for typing, but great for the job. You got your scanner unit here, going into there, onto your optic, laser warnings there, some more laser warnings there because it's a class 2 device. Nice Ethernet port there, power input, so you can essentially link this up to modern machines and get some form of communication going, or you can do it through the wireless. So first off, we pop the top off, and we are greeted by a wonderful array of rather beautiful looking circuitry, wouldn't you say? So we'll first start by undoing these clippy lovely things here and there. First that one comes out, then that one. You just gently pry these out. Gently turn it. So first off we have the screen electronics, and the camera has gone out of focus, so come on, so there we go. So first off we have what looks to be, we have BIOS ROM chips. I'm not sure what the processor is, but I have sneaky suspicions this is the main processor. As you see, clock oscillators, you've got various discrete logic chips of 74HC, there's a transformer for something, a supercat for holding battery backup of information, screen controller electronics, which once again goes with ROM, probably RAM, and that's probably some kind of processor, and then you've got actual logic controls for screen logic. You've got two ROM chips here, both of which are flash, and there are actually extremely rare EEPROMs in this packaging which are ceramic. Here you have what is either the firmware flash, let's look at the part number, or RAM. To be frankly honest, I haven't put any research in there, but I'm going to put that as a safe bet that it is the main flash memory. There's also some stuff underneath, but I haven't removed it to give a proper look. Got a nice ROM there, you've got your PC speaker. This is essentially a PC in a custom case. Then on this one, you have got your radio board. This is wireless transmitters of the mid-90s. Now that is definitely the CPU, although that could be, I'm not sure, but that is definitely its ROM chip that controls it, which is a 256. 28F256. More microprocessor based. Now that is a wireless card 95. So compare that to a modern wireless card, which is a little circuit board which is about this sort of size, inside something like this, or even my old laptop. And then the larger ones are a card which is a bit smaller than this. Yeah, you can see how it's come along. Then you come across the laser optics. Now what you have here is the laser diode, shines it onto a little round mirror on this big convex mirror. That reflects it directly into that. And this is on an oscillating motor type thing. A servo stepper motor, which will then cause the mirror to oscillate and the beam to be reflected like that. Kind of, where's my laser pen? You know what, my laser pen is it within group? No, I cannot see. Yes, it is, hang on. Got it. So you end up with sort of side-to-side movement with a laser, which you should be able to see there, except to be going out the window onto the barcode you want to scan. Now this also has its own computer electronics underneath. Surprise, surprise. This is where we get to needing the screwdriver. How fun! And this is where we're going to go to part 2. And I'm going to try something I haven't tried yet in the repair when I get to the part and see what happens, because sometimes the process of cleaning a battery to death board will fix it. You see my logic? Now then, undo these screws. Leaky batteries have a habit of killing things, bloody things. Yeah, see, most batteries leak, but cheap, crappy Chinese Poundland ones explode. And that's the board. Just before it runs out, you've got the electronics. I'm not going to label what it all is. You'll now notice we have now zoomed out a bit, and the light level has slightly increased. I forgot to mention that the laser also bounces back to this mirror, which then gets reflected along this into this little light sensor located here. The mirrors are amazingly shiny considering they're made of plastic rather than glass, but plastic does make them less vulnerable if the device gets dropped. And this looks like it's fully microcontroller controlled. There's some logic which is probably to do with the light sensor under here, shielded, and various other chips that I don't recognise, loads of SMT components. So we'll pop that over there next to the remnants of battery, and we'll get to the actual drive. So this is the unit. Now this uses these type of screwdriver, standard flathead. They give you access to the battery, among other things. So you pop off this cover and you're greeted with a rather disgusting looking battery coated contact. Let the battery drop out. Now this thing is, well, it's gotten slightly worse since I've tried charging it. That can go in the bin at some point. I'll make a note of what part number it is and try and obtain a equivalency for next to nothing. Failing that, I might try and find. You also got a connector going down to an interface board there. With that done, you can then unscrew the screws here and remove the base handle unit. I'm probably going to mount loads of this along the top there while all this dries out from being washed. And by washed I mean literally washed. So that pops off like that, and then the PCB just slides out. Now, a nice thing about the trigger is it's actually got a little magnet in and a little reed switch on this circuit board that picks it up, which is quite a nice little feature. Pop that up there, looks kind of cool up there actually. That can go in the washy pile, that can sit up there, this rancid battery. However, this one is made in, doesn't say, but it's 1990, so I'm going to presume either the US or Japan. You know, by people who can actually engineer and don't produce explosive batteries. Oh dear. Well, 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 well. What do we have here? Dodgy connector. This is the board that's giving the plating troubles. I'm going to wash this to get what remains of battery nastiness off, and I'm also going to try sorting out that connector there, because that does not look right. And this part of the unit in its pieces can sit up here on top of the power supply. So yeah, essentially you have me tearing this down to fix it up. And these are the two bits that need to be washed. The screws can join it. I won't put them next to the explosive batteries. I need to get them out of here quickly. But yeah, just to put this on record, and this should be on record, and the company which produces the batteries should be named and shown, because that could have been quite nasty if I had been sitting in my chair. That could have flown in my face. We have the Poundland battery brands. I would recommend avoiding these, despite being what appears to be good value for money. When they explode and spread poisonous shit everywhere and other nastiness, yeah, that is the appropriate place for them. In the bin. They don't seem to explode in the packets, well, at least I hope not. That brand has been known, a no-named brand probably. And this is the board that we're going to try and recover. Obviously we won't get it running tonight, but we will, one way or another, get this machine running properly. Because that is not good condition. More battery, oh Jesus, there's bits of battery everywhere. Avoid Poundland batteries, I recommend it. Say, just spend the extra quid and go for Duracell or even Tesco's Value. They don't explode. So that essentially means that Poundland is actually useless. Well, if you can't get batteries which don't explode, and you can't get anything really decent in there, what do they sell of use? Why did Woolworths have to go down the pan? These Woolworths were that. I liked Woolworths. Woolworths should not have gone down the pan. Woolworths, or maker of Woolworths, if you're out there, you're missed. And that is all for this video. Rather exciting, and you get to learn about do not buy Poundland batteries. Batteries should only explode when you abuse them, with power supplies and so on. So, thanks for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed, because that was quite an interesting little sesh. Night night. Since I don't have a dishwasher here, I've kind of hand washed them with fairy liquid and stuck them on the radiator to dry. Depending on how you do it, you can do this method with electronics. You just have to know what you can put in the water and what you can't. This of course is covered in components you can get away with as long as you don't leave them there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall update you whether it actually worked or not. Because if this doesn't, well then the only option is replacement parts, and that's a matter of a game of waiting.